yeah. Gold bells shining, they all dare. Tougher, fists held high. Warriors fight till the night says die. FWE where battles divine. Every broken bone all by design. Chained to the thrill, they let it be. This ain't a game, it's FWE. FWE where battles define. Every broken bone all by design. Chained to the thrill, they let it be. This ain't a game, it's FWE. Oh, FWE with FWE. Oh, FWE with FWE. FWE where battles define. Every broken bone all by design. Chained to the thrill, they let it be. This ain't a game, it's FWE.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's episode of FWE Extras. We are just 12 short days away from FWE Fallout, our upcoming PLE. I'm Seth Cole, alongside the Tri-Wizard champion, my broadcast colleague, and birthday boy here tonight, Jack Mitchell. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you very much, Seth. It's an honor to be here, as always, and I'm looking forward to tonight's show.
It's scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from the internet, Kimberly!
Well, we know 3 of the women that will be participating in the steel cage match at Fallout to crown the inaugural Cozy Cone Cruiserweight Champion. We know Ellie is advanced. We know... My mind just blanked.
Shuri, I think, advanced last
Shuri
week.
advanced last week. I'm trying to remember who the other one was.
I'm going to go back through the notes a little bit here.
I'll
Susan
get it
Storm.
eventually
Susan
here.
Storm.
Come on, brain, work with me. But
It's Susan Storm.
thank you, Susan Storm. Yes. But we're getting ready to find out who the 4th and final participant is going to be in that matchup here. Our final qualifier, and a former tag team champion in Kim Possible with a chance at her first singles title here in FWE.
Representing the Queen from the
It's been quite an interesting last couple of weeks for Jasmine. Of course, very heavily involved in helping her Disney Queens faction member Mulan retain the Women's World Championship of the Galaxy against Elizabeth Swan with a distraction. Elizabeth Swan then kind of took care of Jasmine in one-on-one competition, but we've talked about this in the past here, Jack. Jasmine's the only member of the Disney Queens that's yet to hold a title belt in FWE. Mulan won the Women's World Championship. Belle and Rapunzel have the women's tag team titles. Ariel has been a former multi-time hardcore champion. Jasmine's the only one yet without gold around her waist. Opportunity today if she advances that fatal 4-way to end all of those rumors that she may be the weak link of the faction.
You know, I feel like she's been rather aggressive in pursuit of a singles title as of late, so a big opportunity here tonight to be the 4th and final participant in that matchup for the inaugural Cruiserweight Championship on the women's side.
Kim Possible, as mentioned, a former tag team champion. Her fellow member at Toxic Attraction, Shigo, now a 2-time female fighting champion. But Kim Possible kind of going out on her own here, at least for the time being, trying to find some singles gold. And you know, you got to think that as we've progressed through this tournament, Ellie, Susan Storm, and now most recently Shuri, each one of these women keeping an eye on these matchups, maybe trying to formulate some kind of a strategy against their future opponents.
Absolutely. I feel like there's a lot of film being gathered up on opponents during a tournament-style matchup, so scouting being done for sure.
We know that matchup's going to be taking place inside of a steel cage. Oh, look at this! Great minds thinking alike there. Knee's going to score from Kim Possible, but both look like we're going, I think one was going maybe for a springboard drop kick, the other for a springboard cross body, and neither one connected.
As you were saying, a little bit of an update there. It was supposed to be a ladder match, but we're hearing that there's been a little bit of difficulty with some of the logistics, so it is going to be a steel cage match instead. I think our FWE Commissioner Woody might have more to say on that in the future.
Referee beginning the 10 count there, but action on the outside. Kim Possible's head just got bounced off of the ring apron there, courtesy of Jasmine. Now Kim going to put Jasmine back in between the ropes here.
Impossible been landing a lot of these knee strikes. Ooh, good reversal there by Jasmine.
Oh, gosh!
Oh, nice Hurricane Rana there. Poison Rana, whatever it was effective.
It was painful if you're Kim Possible.
Exactly.
The painful Rana.
Let's go on that.
Chops, back elbows there from Jasmine, firing on all cylinders. Irish whipped off the ropes, drop kick, scores. Didn't seem to have quite as much effect there on Kim Possible, who now is going to hit a pop-up forearm, and Jasmine is floored to the mat.
Back and forth we go in this matchup. I feel like there's a little bit of extra, you know, in the mentality. Oh, huge super kick. Forget the point I was going to make.
That super kick just echoed through the FWE Fantasy Dome and now hits the Swanton. This could be over as quickly as it started. Kim Possible to advance and kick out at 2.
Man. Well, what I was trying to say before that super kick was that there might be a little bit of extra motivation knowing that there's only one spot left in this matchup for the championship. Definitely some motivation on both sides, because obviously that huge super kick from Kim Possible, but then Jasmine's still somehow able to kick out of it.
Oh, and Jasmine now with a kip up and a drop kick there to the back just sent Kim Possible into the turnbuckle. Kind of an interesting point too, and I think you talked about this back during our early qualifying matchups, is the fact that here in this one, you're gonna be more than likely not the freshest of the 4 competitors, since your match was so close to the PLE. That's urgency to put Jasmine away in the very early going of this matchup, I think was a testament there. Kim Possible realizing that fact and wanting to get this matchup done with as quickly as she could, does not want this thing to run long. Same deal for Jasmine. Cover in here by Jasmine and a kick out at 1 by Kim Possible.
I mean, yeah, that was a fantastic point, but of course, these two definitely, they're a little bit lucky because next week we've got that Thanksgiving special episode, so we're going to have a week to rest up and get ready.
And we understand as well that Thanksgiving episode, a lot of it is going to revolve around determining a #1 contender for the men's Wayfinder Cruiser Championship to be defended at Fallout. It's also going to involve that fatal 4-way for the #1 contendership for the Women's World Championship. Moana versus Elizabeth Swan versus Poison Ivy versus Black Widow. We saw Widow and Ivy pick up a tag team victory over the other two this past Thursday night.
That should be very, very interesting. Our go-home show going to determine 2 more #1 contenders for Fallout.
Massive heel kick there by Jasmine. Firmly in control of this matchup at this time. Irish whipped off the ropes, hits a Hurricane Rana there on Kim Possible, dropped her right on her head. Now might be looking for the cover, but smartly trying to get her away from the ropes.
And right in the middle of the ring, could be thinking maybe submission here.
Cover in after the standing moonsault. Oh, and I thought that was going to be it. I thought that was it.
I think Jasmine did as well. You could see the reaction, but now setting up for something more. Oh, dodged by Kim Possible.
Now just laying in kicks there to the upper leg, trying to knot up that muscle there. Knee to the gut, kick to the back of the head. Jasmine going to the outside, trying to find a little bit of a reprieve.
Just to the head, that's going to knock her down to the floor. Kim Possible in control, but she's got to get her opponent back in the ring to go for the cover.
Ernest Wright beginning that 10 count there. Pinfall, submission, count out, disqualification, all of those can advance you into that fatal four-way to become the inaugural Cozy Cone Cruiserweight champion, I should say, at Fallout in less than 2 weeks. And back up to the top. It's the elbow right into the lower back. Is that going to be enough for Kim Possible to advance, cover in on Jasmine to be the 4th woman? And Jasmine says not just yet as she powers out at 2.
Man, that was close.
Oh!
Impossible, though, staying on the offensive. That springboard attack connected, and now kicks to the lower back, one to the head for good measure. I'm going to work on the arms a little bit, wrenching on that one arm.
That affects everything in that arm region. The shoulder, the elbow, the wrist.
The hands, the fingers.
Oh, hang on. Kim's got Jasmine in the drop zone for the super kick.
Lights
Cover
out.
is in. Kim Possible to advance to Fallout, and she will. One step closer to her first singles championship here in FWE. We now know the field that will fight for the Cozy Cone Cruiserweight Championship. Ellie, Susan Storm, Shuri, and now Kim Possible in 12 days' time inside of a steel cage. Well, buddy, it's your birthday. You requested this matchup. Best of luck to you as you get ready to take on Joker. Let's take a little bit more in-depth look at Joker here in FWE.
You want to know how I got these scars? Not from wrestling, that's for sure. You see, because whenever I step inside of an FWE ring, I'm the one that's dealing out the punishment. And you know what? I love it. I sit backstage before my match just thinking of the many ways I can twist and torture my victims. That's the mindset of all of us in the Gotham inmates. Right, baby?
That's right, Puddin'.
So just remember that the next time you're standing across the ring from me, that although I may don an appearance of a man that borders on the insane, inside this head is a ticking time bomb of a brain, constantly calculating one move ahead of anything you can possibly imagine. So do yourself a favor, just stay out of our way. Otherwise, I won't be responsible for the consequences. FWE, welcome to your worst nightmare.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the inmates from wherever he wants, weighing in at 160 pounds, the Chester Jack.
Well, the Joker of the Gotham inmates scooters his way down to the ring here. This matchup by special request of my broadcast colleague Jack Mitchell, celebrating his birthday here tonight. In his words, he wanted Joker because he said he thought it might be fun. Well, I guess he's a braver man than I am, because especially after that promo, I do not think I would want to be stepping in between the ropes with this unhinged individual. But let's consider as well, Jack Mitchell will be putting the Tri-Wizard Championship on the line against Dylan Young at Fallout in an Extreme Rules match. Maybe he feels that a man like Joker would be just the right warm-up, since Joker is an individual willing to take things to the ultimate limit.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Men's World Champion, Jack Mitchell.
Well, the rivalry between Jack Mitchell and Dylan Young has stretched all the way back to, I guess you could even say, Saturday at Springfield. It really culminated at Mortal Kombat when we saw Dylan Young insert himself inside the Elimination Chamber on the night that Jack Mitchell put the Wayfinder Cruiser Championship on the line. Fast forward to Paramount. Jack Mitchell successfully defends the Tri-Wizard Championship against Ernie the Keebler Elf, only to be attacked post-match by Dylan Young, who delivered that title belt to the forehead of the champion. A little more than 2 weeks ago, Dylan Young takes on Robbie Gilbin in the main event. Jack Mitchell left the commentary table, went down and issued a receipt, the title belt to the forehead of Dylan Young. Now, by request of the champion, he and Dylan Young will meet at Fallout Extreme Rules match, and that Tri-Wizard Championship will hang in the balance. We have been told here tonight, Dylan Young has been barred from ringside, so there will not be any interaction between those two, at least here this evening. Can't say anything for our go-home show next week. We definitely know they'll be tying up at the PLE at Fallout. But here tonight, as a courtesy for his birthday, Woody has banned Dylan Young from ringside in this one-on-one matchup. Opportunity here for Jack Mitchell, a little bit of a warm-up in preparation for Fallout. Maybe make a bit of a statement here against Dylan Young as well, but you cannot take Joker lightly. Big heel kick there from Jack Mitchell, takes Joker down. Joker and Penguin, of course, of the Gotham inmates. It was a while back, but they picked up a tag team victory over the Family. Not really seen them in action much since then. As Mitchell continues the flurry of offense there, follows up with the high knee, now goes back up to the top rope, will hit the splash. Does not go for a cover, however, here, surprisingly. Now laying in right hands, chops go behind, German suplex, bridges into the cover. Shoulders are down, and Joker just able to get out at 2. Joker to the outside here in front of our announce table. Mitchell takes to the sky with a flying forearm. Less than 2 weeks away from Fallout. We know Mitchell and Dylan Young will be fighting for the Tri-Wizard Championship. We've now established the 4 women that will be battling inside a steel cage for the inaugural Cozy Cone Cruiserweight Championship. Kim Possible, the latest addition to that, joining Shuri as an elbow to the back there from Mitchell to Joker. Susan Storm and Ellie have also advanced. Forearm shots from Mitchell. Irish whipped off the ropes, normally sets up for the sling blade off of that, but missed, and Joker doesn't miss with the springboard forearm. We know as well, women's hardcore title will be on the line. Wonder Woman defending against 2 former hardcore champions in Jessica Shelton and Harley Quinn, as there's the Samoan drop. Looking to put Joker away here early. Mitchell into the cover off the Samoan drop, and that is gonna do it. A birthday victory for Jack Mitchell here tonight on FWE Extra.
Here is your winner, Jack Mitchell.
Well, if Jack Mitchell can take down an individual like Joker as quickly as he did, imagine what he's going to be able to do with weaponry and no rules at his disposal at Fallout. Dylan Young might be sweating a bit here after the statement victory by the Tri-Wizard Champion. But up next, the saga between Hades and Aladdin continues, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are now in the conversation.
Fallout, fallout in the air, breathing poison everywhere. Fallout, fallout, can't escape. We built the fire, now feel its weight.
Come on, ladies, sing along with Hades.
As we get ready for tonight's main event here at FWE Extra, my broadcast colleague joins me back here on commentary. Hey, congratulations on the victory, man. That was a pretty quick victory you had there over Joker.
Finally, that Samoan drop put somebody away. I feel like I've been trying that for quite some time.
The following is a handicap match. Introducing first, representing the Disciples of Darkness from the pits of hell. Weighing in at 220 pounds, the Warden of Death.
Well, normally when you hear the word handicap, that's not a good thing. It normally means you're at a huge disadvantage. That's not been the case for Hades. Go back to just this past Thursday night. It was Hades taking on Aladdin, Aladdin calling on Hercules to be his tag team partner, and Hades was able to pick up the victory.
I mean, for Hades, he hears the word handicap match going in at a disadvantage, and he just thinks, oh, more souls for me to collect, I guess.
Here tonight, Aladdin will not be in action. Instead, he is called upon the aid of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Raphael and Michelangelo, to hopefully take care of who has been a major menace, a major thorn in his side, a pain in his neck, both figuratively and literally, delivering multiple tombstone pile drivers to Aladdin. And Aladdin's hoping that maybe, just maybe, at some point, I think he wants to settle the score here with Hades, but he needs somebody to kind of whittle him down a bit, wear him down. Hades has shown no signs of stopping.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 468 pounds, the Orient Express.
Well, we already know that the other members of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Leonardo and Donatello, they will be defending the Men's Disney Tag Team Championships against the Mario Brothers at the upcoming PLE at Fallout. The other two members here tonight have the daunting task of trying to take Hades out.
And this will be very interesting to see because, you know, the Ninja Turtles, when they made their return at Mortal Kombat in the #1 contenders match, that Max and Tornado tag team match, that was the first time we had seen any trace of the Ninja Turtles since Infinity War Games. We haven't seen these two that are competing in this matchup right now since Infinity War Games.
We'll see if they're going to be able to match up to the task they've been set here tonight by Aladdin. I think Aladdin's backstage somewhere. More than likely gave them some pre-match advice on what to be able to do here against Hades. And oh boy, it's time for the most overused move in fantasy wrestling entertainment. That's going to be a running thing from now on, just warning you.
It really is. I mean, I brought up the spinning head scissors being used quite a bit. Springboard connects from Raphael.
Again, handicap match, so both Raphael and Michelangelo, they have to tag each other in, because you see nobody over there in the corner of Hades. He stands alone, but it didn't stop him this past Thursday night, as he was able to hit Hercules with 3 choke slams to put him away. We kind of thought that was going to be Aladdin's ace in the hole. It didn't pan out.
No, it didn't, but I will say it probably did not help Aladdin's case that he was going into that matchup injured. In this case, the Ninja Turtles, these two specifically, Michelangelo and Raphael, they're a lot more fresh, if you will. They haven't competed, like I said, since Infinity War Games, so maybe there's a little bit of ring rust, but at the same time, when they're as fresh as they are, that means they're not really fighting their body. They're not really working against themselves to try to land all those moves.
I don't know how fresh you can be when you've just gotten hit by a running clothesline courtesy of Hades.
I mean, you've got that shell for protection, but for how much longer? They're gonna need it.
Oh gosh, yeah you are. Gel to the pine there as Michelangelo runs in to break that up. Now Hades looking for the splash here. So nice, he'll hit it twice there. Splash to Raphael. Raphael in trouble right now as Hades Hoists him up into the air over his head. Might be looking maybe for the gorilla press slam. No, just unceremoniously lets him drop down to the canvas and might be looking to do it again.
Twice as nice seems to be the agenda for Hades in this matchup. That is just a massive drop.
Documented about the numerous times that Hades has been busted open. You can see that, at least for the moment, that cut seems to be somewhat healed over, but you got to think that's a target for both Michelangelo and Raphael in this matchup, right around that right eye. We've seen him get lacerated multiple times here in the last few weeks as fresh Michelangelo, nice series of kicks, takes Hades down to a knee.
Hades, though, quickly able to get a reversal in there, and just like that, all of his momentum is gone. Big drop onto the back, into the cover goes Hades.
Forearm in the face for a little added insult there. Kick out at 1 by Michelangelo. As stated, you know at some point Aladdin's going to have to take care of business again himself here. He's trying to do everything in his power to gain some kind of an advantage against Hades. Nothing has seemed to work as of late.
I mean, I feel like at this point, you want to get into like a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 handicap match with Tornado tag style rules so you don't have to worry about tags.
Raphael now the legal participant here. Hades wrenches that arm right around the ring rope. And oh no!
Choke slam incoming.
Oh, right on the shell.
I think that shell took enough of the impact though for Raphael
he's
to
not
get back to
done.
his feet, but another one.
Shades of what he did to Hercules. It was 3. He's trying to use 2 here. Oh, look at Michelangelo. He got in and then he got back out of the ring.
I don't know what he was doing there. I feel like he should have tried to go break up that pin. Now the match is over.
Hades with the victory once again, takes down the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Maybe Michelangelo didn't want to get in the ring with Hades. I can't say I blame him. But Hades has been a tremendous run, and the plan of Aladdin does not work once again. Oh, speaking of!
I guess Aladdin figured maybe the Ninja Turtles softened him up enough where he could come into the ring and dish out some punishment of his own. Still got that neck brace on.
Raining in the right hand. See the referee trying to get him away from Hades. Trying to break this up, and yeah, that's smart, ref. Just leave.
Don't get involved. Don't get in the way of this animosity.
What is Aladdin doing? He's out here in front of us. He's got his steel chair.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is what you were talking about, though. Trying to maybe level the playing field, put things in your favor. Now going to try and wail away on Hades. Who the heck?
Who's that? Who in the world?
Whoever it is, they just came to the aid of Hades, took that steel chair away from Aladdin. Does Hades have an ally?